Even counting us off. We're live.
Oh, hey. Hi, everybody. We're live.
Hello. Guess what?
Hey, welcome to Watching Wyrd. This is the
Yeah.
impromptu show tonight.
Yeah.
We're missing Mr. Scott Baker, and some have had different various levels of stuff going on this week. So we're kind of here with the impromptu show, and we hope you join us.
Yeah.
Hadley,
So
you got
far-
anything?
No. Well, other than we are now officially on Fringe FM. That's our big news. We are on Pacific time 6 to 7 on Friday nights. So go listen to us, Alan Gamboa. I did want to ask y'all if y'all thought that maybe we should consider doing a live show since we've got such a good time slot on Fridays.
You do a live show on Fridays, you mean?
Yeah, that's our time slot. I mean, we can. He had asked me if we wanted to do a live show, and I said, "Well, not right now." And I said, "We have such a weird, schedule. We could only do it on Friday or Saturday night." And then he put us on Friday. So,
Well, I can do that until my wife gets out of the hospital, and then Friday night's kind of our date night. So after
Okay.
that, I won't be able to do it. And I'm generally not home on Friday nights when she's around. She's ill right now, so when she gets out, then yes, I will be able. I will be able to do it until then.
awesome. Well, like I said, it's just an idea and I thought,
I
what
like
we could do is kind of rotate out who was hosting and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So
A fine plan.
it could be fun.
That sounds good.
Something to work
like it.
toward.
It could
I
I
like
think we should keep doing what we're doing for a little bit. I really want to get our Tales from the Wyrd up and running. So,
Yeah.
Alan, Mr. Gamboa, what's the status on that? I have not heard from anyone. I think it's just going to be me, you, and Scott doing that. So,
I'm working on it.
working on it.
I got to figure out. Scott had it written like a script, so I'm going to go with that.
Oh, goodness.
But hey, this is probably boring the crap out of everybody but us, right?
Hi,
It's
Tony.
Hey,
Tony
Tony.
and Cecil.
How
Yay.
about
Hey, Cecil.
Cecil? Let's talk about that new zombie series since we've all watched it.
Hey, Landa.
We're
Hi,
all
Landa.
dead. Hey, Landa.
All of us.
Let's-
All of us are
Let's
dead.
shoot the crap about that. What do you think?
Well,
all
I
right.
don't. Let's wait
All
and
of us are
see.
dead.
Has Tony watched it? Has Tony watched the show?
Tony,
Tony.
have you watched All of Us
Tony?
Are Dead yet?
Netflix,
Well,
Korean zombies. Come on.
have Hadley and Alan seen the whole thing?
Yes.
Yes.
You too, Alan? You saw all the episodes?
Have
Were
you?
they 12? 10? 12? Yeah, I watched.
Yeah, I
I
watched all
crushed
the
it in 2
episodes.
days. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good show.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I liked it.
Tony
Yeah,
has
you know
not
I-
seen it.
Excuse me.
Tony has it. Well, Tony, we'll cover your ears when we say spoilers.
Yeah.
How about that? Anybody out there that hasn't seen it, we'll give you a spoiler alert. How about that? What do you think?
Let's start right now. Spoiler alert,
And
because
just
the
cover
whole
your
thing
ears.
is going to be spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
Hold on.
All right.
Okay.
You know what? I really hated the first episode of this show. I really did.
It was slow.
It was too much teen angst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it was slow. And the dubbing kills it. Spoilers. There we go. Spoilers. And I didn't care for the dubbing, but I got used to it as I watched more
Yeah,
and more.
same.
What
episodes.
is the name of the show again? All of Us Are Dead.
All of us
We are
are
all
dead.
dead.
New
We're all
Korean
dead?
All of us are
show.
dead.
No,
Oh.
it's All of Us Are Dead.
Did I watch the
It's,
right show?
Yeah. New Korean show.
Mine was
Korean
Japanese.
zombie show. Oh no, you did watch the wrong show. It's on Netflix. It was pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. There's 10 or 12 episodes. I can't remember how many.
12.
But 12.
12 episodes.
And
Yes, sir.
each one kind of is its own show. I mean, it was pretty good. And something always breaks in every show. They give you something new in every show.
Right.
And there's spoiler alert. 2, 1. There's more than one type of zombie. They have a few different types, and some of them are sentient. One of the kids calls them half-bees because they're not really human, but they're not really zombies. And to me, that's the best part of it. That's the best part of the entire show. The relationships of the kids are it grates on you because they're teenagers, and I think this show is shooting for teenagers. I think they're trying to get the teen vibe going and make their
Right.
money that way. But honestly, it's a great show for adults too, and there's a lot to see here. And there's nothing creepier than the way the Koreans do the zombies. They nailed it. They absolutely nailed it. It's like kind of like Train to Busan, but they don't have the creepy eyes. They just have normal eyes.
It was a PG-13 version of Train to Busan.
Agreed. They actually mentioned Train to Busan in the show. It was cool.
That first episode, wasn't it? When they showed the video.
Mhm.
I liked it. At first I wasn't sure what I thought because I think I was expecting something way more Train to Busan, and then it kind of grew on me. Like I really started liking some of the kids. You know.
Yeah.
Chin Young Song. I just loved him. His
I
mom
know.
with the chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That whole story arc with his family is kind of sad.
It was.
It is.
Well, and that's one of the things I think I really like about the Korean film genre is that they really do relationships really well.
Yeah.
I mean, even this brief, as much action as was going on, there you really cared about these kids, and even though we didn't see much of their parents, it was very touching. It was
sad. Yeah.
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah, it was.
Excuse me. There were several sad moments with the parents.
Yeah.
I felt bad. The
In
one. Go ahead,
in
Alan.
Isaac or whatever. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
1, 2. When Isaac bought it, and Anjon was really upset by it, because they were best friends, and then it shows their relationship and everything.
Yeah.
So it was, like I said, I watched the first episode and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to make it through this series, and I'm glad I stuck with it because it was good.
Well,
Yeah, it's worth seeing.
I have to say that what I thought was happening in the first episode was not what happened, and it was much better in my head.
Well, what did you think was going on?
I thought that the kid infected himself to like pick on the bully. I didn't realize the father had done whatever he did to him. I thought that the kid was like, I'm tired of being picked on. I'm going to infect myself and I'm going to eat you, or whatever he thought was going to happen. I think I was thinking, oh, it's going to be like a super strong agent, and he's going to think that he can beat up the bully because he's taken this and it's made him a zombie, which was, again, not the truth, not the case.
Well, that whole bully thing.
Best character in the show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's like, die, man. Die.
I know.
But,
Just straight up
in the
evil.
beginning, the first the scene, he got upset when that little boy got tossed off the roof. He was looking. Do y'all remember? He looked and he was like, oh, you're just a whatever the Korean word for PUSSY was.
Yeah.
But I thought the mean kid was going to be a bigger character. And then,
You mean the leader there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ringleader.
He got his.
Yeah.
He did.
All those bully guys did, except for the one.
Yeah. Well, he got his too. It just didn't stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That and the way that the school was handling the bully situation, and you're just like, oh my gosh, and you could see the dad's frustration.
Right.
And
I don't.
What about the pregnant girl? Were y'all like,
Oh
what?
yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I saw that coming. I mean, I was like, all right, so this doesn't fit in. When she was walking around stumbling, holding her belly and saying, oh, it hurts. I'm sore. And she had always had the backpack on the front of her. And I'm like, girl's pregnant. And then she's walking down the street and her water broke. And I was like, oh, shit, she's going to give birth right now. This is a zombie apocalypse. and all bad stuff is happening all around her, and that was also extremely sad. What happened there?
Yeah.
Again, no spoilers on that one. That one you're gonna have to watch, but she ends up being kind of a hero, which was pretty cool.
And the cops.
Yeah,
The one cop, I thought that was a great character, in his side, in the other cop,
yeah,
he's like, shut up, and he was really into saving everybody, and the other cop was saving himself.
right. He turned
Yeah.
around too, though. He
Yeah.
he ends up doing okay.
Yeah. In the social media guy,
Yeah,
that was
dumbass.
realistic, guy going in,
Yeah, for sure.
getting likes and stuff during
Yeah.
the zombie apocalypse.
That would be us, wouldn't that be us?
Our podcast. We're going in ground zero.
Our hats would be better though.
Yeah, right.
Rich, go touch that zombie's face. Let's see what he does. This was enjoyable though. It's something. If the first episode turns you off because there's a lot of teenagey stuff in it, keep going with it because it really gets better. And if you love the Korean zombies, this one is up there. The movements, the girl folding. There's a girl that folds in half.
That was
And
crazy.
I mean,
Creepy.
yeah,
But then she crab walked.
yeah,
It was very reminiscent of The Thing.
yeah. I mean, there's a lot of bloodshed in this, a lot of intestines. It's not really over the top either.
No.
Like the Evil Dead series. It's it's kind of tame in a way.
They're shooting just as bad things start happening. They're shooting this little I don't know if it was a podcast or a film, that they're doing it inside the excuse me, inside the school. And there's this one kid, and he's got a traffic cone on his leg, and so of course he gets zombified, and now this zombie is running around with a traffic cone on his leg. It was great,
and it's a big traffic cone.
it's like 3 feet tall. It was cool.
That was pretty creative there.
Yeah, it was absolutely ridiculous, which is why I loved it. So it fit right in.
So all I gotta say is, I was not expecting those doors, and I'm so glad they don't have. At schools I went to, we had like
Prison doors.
Yeah.
Yeah. With the chicken wire and the glass. Yeah.
Yeah.
We did too.
Yeah.
Heavy
We
steel.
didn't have so. Yeah, but I kept thinking, they really weren't concerned about food or water.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That was something that I was kind of worried about.
That was something they tried to hit on it, but they didn't apply it.
Yeah, that smart girl was supposed to know, but
Yeah.
what the heck?
And then they had the pee room, the potty room, or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, that was a. And this sounds crazy. I was happy to see that because too often I think that is ignored.
Oh yeah.
I don't know that I would have gone the way they went about it though. I think a bucket in the window is the way to go with that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Not this elaborate saturation type of bathroom. I don't know.
Well, you're right, Land.
Beyond me.
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
And they squat, so why not just squat out the window? They're squatting anyway.
I won't look. Don't look.
What's that stripe on the side of the building there? And them not closing the doors.
Uh-huh.
That drove me nuts.
I
the
hate
windows,
that
the
so
doors.
much.
The loss of the drone.
Oh yeah.
It's like that's the one tool you had.
Yeah.
The one thing you could
great
have
tool
used.
for luring, zombies away. It was great. They just never came to fruition.
Hey, Laura.
Hi, Laura.
Hey, Laura. And the archery students.
Yeah, what
That was
happened?
pretty cool.
That girl was badass.
Yeah.
She was. I thought that her brother was dead, and she had seen her. Spoiler alert! 2, 1. That she had seen her brother as one of the zombies on the other side of the ridiculous doors that Hadley was just talking about. But it ended up that wasn't the case. He was part of the core group.
Yeah.
which was I thought that was pretty cool. She was one of my favorite characters. She was the most badass of all of them, other than the smart girl who turns into the spoiler alert half B. That was
I don't know. I like
interesting.
that little girl that her dad was on his way to get her. I thought she was pretty badass.
Oh,
She was okay. She
On Jung
was.
or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was. I thought she was the main character. Her and her, not boyfriend. I thought
Yeah.
they were the two main characters. As it happens, there were a lot more. So
But there's kind of a bromance between Chung Su and Bear Su.
yeah.
Because they would always go out and do things together. One Bear Su would always be like, I'm going with you. I'm going with
They
you.
cuddle too.
Yeah.
Well, they were
I
best
was
pals.
like,
I cuddle with Alan all the time.
You do. You
Yeah.
do. So
Yeah.
it's a bromance. Wouldn't you cuddle with that? Come on.
oh,
That's a big old man.
I'm just sitting here shaking my head.
But I like the camaraderie between those two.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Well,
because one
it was
always had
very
the other's
much.
back.
It was very much what you see among that age group.
Yeah,
You know,
teenage, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things that drives me crazy about that type of movie, but you really have to factor it in and use it, is the way that the zombies just simply can't grab anybody.
Yeah.
I
They're
know.
like, well, let me just duck down. Oh, I'm gonna juke this way. Oh, let me just boop, and I'm like out down the hall through 50 infected. That's annoying because all they got to do is go and it's over, and
Yeah.
that just didn't happen. But there's really no other way to do it other than that way. So I see how they had to do it, but it irks me. And I'm
Yeah.
going to talk a lot about what irked me in the show, but don't get me wrong, you got to watch it. It's a great show. But there were some things that bugged me. The teen angst, it's okay for a little while, but it just goes on for so long. And if that bugs you, well, that might be a stickler for some people.
Yeah.
I didn't hate it, but it needed to be curbed a little. I think a little bit curtailed.
I agree.
Yeah, it just carried on. I think it was about 2 episodes too long, but don't get me wrong, I want another 10 episodes. But they tied it together really well at the end, and then they gave up. They're
Yeah.
like, excuse me, the half B girl, she's like, hey, I set this fire to get all of my friends back into the zombie infected area. Nice to see you. I'm out. And it was
Yeah.
just, wait,
Yeah.
what are you doing? That could have been really easily explored, which is I'm sure that what they're going to do in the second season, if it gets a second season. But I think that it will. What do you guys think about that?
I think it will.
Yeah.
I think there's enough people watching it. I just can't wait for the Kingdom to come out again. I want to see that one.
I'm
man, that's
actually
great.
watching Kingdom now.
That's an absolutely fantastic series. Take the zombies out of it, and just the intrigue enough is alone to keep me locked.
Well,
Yeah,
y'all
That's
know I'm a
enough to keep me
huge
locked.
like that. I love that genre, the historical stuff. From I guess I don't know if it's Korean or Mandarin. I don't know where they're actually because I think it's all the same actors.
It's feudal Korea.
Yeah.
But I just love all that stuff, so I would watch it anyway. But
Oh, hey,
add zombies and yeah.
Jack Reacher starts today on Amazon.
Oh,
Was that today?
That's today.
That's gonna be
Damn. Yeah. And they finally have a Jack Reacher that looks like Jack Reacher, big dude,
Right?
instead of 5'2" Tom Cruise. 5'6". I'm sorry, Tom, if you're watching the podcast. Sorry, buddy.
I'm sure his people will get back with our people.
Yeah,
and
I know.
say Big Daddy's been dissing him.
Hey, you know what? I never hated Tom Cruise. I thought he was all right. There's a lot of people out there that don't like him for who he is or what he's done, but I think he's all right.
I think it's just
He's
that
not
he's
big.
just weird, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's definitely got some going on. But,
Yeah.
Spoiler
I like
alert.
his movies. Yeah.
He makes
like his
good
movies.
movies. I mean,
Yeah.
Well, he does. When you
Yeah.
see Tom Cruise's name attached to a movie, you
You
give it a
know-
second glance.
Well,
Okay, what is this?
you know what's on my list. I don't know if y'all remember the list, but I put Top Gun 2 on my list when we made our list for new movies. I'm gonna watch it. I felt like, well, somebody else might want to watch it too.
I'll
you
probably
guys-
watch it.
You know you're going to spend the money and watch it, and I am too, because it's very reminiscent of our childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you
Yeah.
guys see the new Mummy movie with him in there? I think it was like last year or the year before.
I watched about 20 minutes of it.
I
And
haven't.
then I lost interest.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing. I did the same thing you did, Alan. I watched like 20 minutes and I was like, nah, I'm out. And then I was like, all right, well, it's Tom Cruise.
See,
I gotta
Tony
watch it.
knows.
So
Tony's-
I watched the whole thing, and it doesn't get a lot better than those
No,
first
it
20
didn't.
minutes.
I had surgery around the time it came out, and one of my friends had given me like, $20 gift card for some movies. And
Yeah.
I bought it then because Tom Cruise, it was new. And I think I watched it and fell asleep and tried to watch it again. It just never took. Like I couldn't tell you what happened.
Well, you know what sucked about that movie flopped big time is it was the flagship of them restarting the Universal Monster series.
Excuse me.
They were going to have like a Dark Universe series of Universal Monster movies, and that killed it.
Well, Laura, we understand because tacos.
Do you have any extra tacos?
It's not Tuesday, but we appreciate your.
It's
your
Taco
willingness to
Tuesday every
share with
Thursday.
us.
And we don't mind being background noise to taco eating.
No,
It's
not
fine.
tacos.
Absolutely not. You gotta
Not
tacos are
tacos.
paramount. They're a moral imperative.
They are.
Yeah.
You caught us on the impromptu show, folks. It was a crazy week for everybody here involved in this
Yeah, it was.
thing, and we're missing Mr. Scott Baker too. He had a prior engagement. I think he's in a throuple right now.
Mhm.
He's getting
Well.
married to his third wife or something.
Mhm.
You're going to get him in so much
I
trouble.
know, right? That or the aliens grabbed him, probed him,
I
and,
think it's the
or the
aliens.
CIA called him back.
The
Something.
aliens.
It's Alien CIA.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, San Antonio tacos. I bet those are good.
Yeah,
I do
bet.
love Texas. I love all things Texas. Yeah.
You
All right,
know,
road trip.
we have a lot of Hispanics here in Nevada,
Mm-hmm.
and you cannot get good Mexican food. It's really hard to
No.
find. And
Fort
everybody
Bragg.
complains about that. It's really weird.
Fort Bragg / Fayetteville, North Carolina, you couldn't find Mexican food. The Mexican food they had was on the border, which isn't Mexican. It's like American Mexican, which isn't really Mexican.
Right.
Tex-Mex.
Tex-Mex.
It's not even. I don't even call it Tex-Mex because Texas version of Mexican's better than that. But yeah, Mexican is that's my comfort food. That's what I want to eat when I'm like sad and miss my family. And I was in Fort Bragg away from home, and I would have loved to have had some really good Mexican, but no. But I did learn to eat Thai there, which is good too.
So I live in Massachusetts. Other than like Alaska or Hawaii, you really can't get further away from Mexico, and we have great Mexican food here. It's fantastic
How do you know?
because I have been to Mexico and eaten the food,
Yeah.
and this is comparable. So it's pretty good. Have to have you guys up, and we'll go hit one of the restaurants
Oh, that'd be
on the
fun.
strip. Yeah.
Hey, do you know Mark Wahlberg?
Oh yeah, we're buddies. He's
okay.
he's over there next to Big Dude. Don't do that. Jesus, he's over there with Bigfoot. They're hanging out. So
Say hi
I've
to your
I've actually met Mark Wahlberg. Not that he would ever remember. We were his brother Paul has a restaurant. Excuse me, that I used to take my wife to. It's called Alma Nove. We used to go on our anniversary, and he came in. He had a bit of an entourage. See what I did there? And he sat down. He's right on the other side of a partition from us. We were outside. He was inside, and I peed right next to Mark Wahlberg. True story. Yeah.
Did you just pee on? Were you peeing on the floor, or were you?
No. He walked in. He was alone. He didn't have his big giant people with him, and so
I got to ask you.
I peed right next to him.
I got to ask you, Rich. Did you look?
What's that?
Did you look?
Of course
Did you
I
look over?
looked.
Did you look
He
down?
looked too. Come on, we both.
I
looked.
would have looked.
You don't look. That's just wrong, unless it's Mark Wahlberg. True story.
I wasn't gonna ask, but I was wondering. Thank
See,
you, Alan.
Natalie would look too.
So
I wouldn't have, but I
my-
would have wanted to.
my entire conversation with Mark Wahlberg was up. That was it. But I've talked to his brother Paul a couple times. He's a nice guy.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
There's a bunch
See?
of them, aren't there?
I knew you guys from Boston.
All knew
You
each
guys-
other.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're first name basis. I'm Sup.
I peed next to the lead singer of Tesla once.
Really?
Yeah, they used to be City Kid, and they were a local band that played the clubs before they changed their name and got huge, you know.
Yeah.
And they were playing the Rock Factory, I think, there in Sacramento. And so, you know, I'm drinking, using the urinal, and he comes in next to me and he's taking a whiz. And I said, "Hey, good show." He said, "Thanks a lot." I didn't look down, though. I didn't look down.
Yes, you did.
Now I regret
it. Gotta compare.
it. Did you look? I honestly can't remember. He might have looked.
Damn.
What are we talking about anyway?
Well, I was
No.
about to say, guess what? Don't judge me, but guess what I'm going to watch this weekend?
Mark Wahlberg taking a whiz.
No, the Tommy Lee and Pamela show that's on Hulu. The series.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Huh?
What did I do?
We were talking about looking, and then you go to Tommy Lee.
Well, yeah. And Pamela Anderson. I want to see the show, and it's got good actors. It's got Sebastian Stan. He's the dude. He's like the Winter Soldier dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
And what's her name? I can't
No
think.
idea.
Oh, she was the girl in Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies. Lily.
Yeah, I saw
what's
that
her
once
name?
a while ago. I don't know. Googling now.
Lily Collins? Is it Lily?
No, not Lily Collins.
Oh.
She was also on one of the seasons of
Lily
Oh,
James.
Yeah, I like Lily James. She's good.
I'm looking at her right now. She is in it. Seth Rogen's in it.
Yep.
Yeah. I've seen him in the
Andrew
commercial.
Dice Clay.
Yep.
All right, I have to watch this.
I told y'all.
You did? You did.
So
Andrew
don't
Dice
judge
Clay.
me. Y'all were judging but it looks really good.
All
But
right,
Lily James, she's a good actress.
Yeah, I've seen
And
it.
it looks nothing like her, by the way. She really doesn't look like Pamela Anderson at all.
They sure made
prosthetic
Sebastian
chest.
Stan.
A prosthetic chest, hours of tattoos, how Pam and Tommy transformed Lily James Sebastian Stan. Nice.
Yeah, he looks like him a lot in it.
Except I'm sure he's not as tall.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
Tommy
you know, a
Lee,
lot
he's
of
like
actors aren't.
6'6", isn't he? And he's
I
a
don't
big,
know.
tall guy. I think. Well, let me look that up. But yeah, most actors I think are short.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rich
that's
is
one
tall.
guy.
How tall are you, Alan?
6'1".
Really?
No.
I
I'm 5'9". I'm not an actor though.
would have put you at 5'9".
Yeah, I'm 5'9".
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not, Big Daddy. What are you,
6'5".
6'5"?
Ooh,
Yeah.
you are
That's
tall.
why you're Big Daddy, man.
Big dude. Yeah.
Tully
including the
and
beard.
Cecil are both like 6'4".
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I know.
How about Scott? How tall? Scott's probably my height, huh?
Oh.
He was in the CIA. He's got to be average height, have the
Mhm.
average brown hair, and he could be the man that fit into any place. That's how they get
Yeah.
hired.
Yeah, you're right.
True
Right.
story.
I read what was it? Those Robert Ludlum books.
Oh yeah.
I read those. That's how I know all about the spies.
Yeah, I think I've read a couple of his long time ago. Yeah,
Dun,
I'm
dun.
excited about the reach going back around. I was gonna say reach around. Anyway, going back around.
Back to Mark Wahlberg, reaching around.
I'm excited about the Reacher series. I've been wanting one. I love those books.
Did you watch Ozarks? The new season of Ozarks?
No, I think we watched 2 seasons. I need to catch up.
You do. I think this is like they did a half season, and they're going to do another half. So will still be season 4, but they've already played like half of it.
Wow.
That little blonde girl in Ozarks is probably one of my favorite actresses, new actresses.
Tough as nails.
Man, she's just so good.
She is.
Well, Jason Bateman, that guy's got sarcasm down to a T.
Oh yeah, he does.
He's hilarious.
Yeah, he's good in everything.
I remember when I was a teenager. I think I was a teenager, early 20s, and he was he had some show, some sitcom he was a kid on.
Silver
And he was pretty
Spoon.
funny. Huh?
Silver Spoons.
Silver
Ricky
Spoon.
Schroeder.
Yep.
Ricky
No.
Schroeder.
Oh well, it wasn't that one. It was
No, it was
he was like the main kid.
Courtney Cox was in it. She had what the hell is the name of that show?
Oh, it was
Courtney
like
Cox had a cameo. That was her.
it was like a
first thing.
Family Ties.
Yeah, I think
ripoff.
was it Family Ties?
No, that's with Michael J. Fox.
Oh yeah.
But it was like that. It was the same kind of thing.
Well, I'm going to look that up too.
I'm looking it up right now. Let's see. It was. Oh man, there's a lot to look up. Little House on the Prairie. What?
Wow.
I remember him being on Little House on the Prairie.
Silver Spoons.
There's another
Silver
one though.
Spoons.
It
Night
came after
Rider.
it. What?
He was
is it
on Knight Rider?
Rider? Yeah.
No.
He was. Yeah, I'm looking at it right
Oh.
now. 1984. He was just one. Doug Wainwright. One.
Did y'all see The
episode.
Outsider with him in it?
Yeah,
He
Belvedere.
directed that.
that was good.
Yeah, well, he's fabulous. He's like a dark horse. You know, we didn't see him coming, and then all of a sudden he made a comeback. But
Yeah.
he never really left because I mean he was Arrested Development was hysterical. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was classic. Arrested
And
Development.
did you see Game Night?
Yeah.
Yes. That's good too.
Yeah.
I can't figure out what it was. He was in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 21 episodes of Little House on the Prairie,
Wow.
81 to 82.
My kid's sister loved that show.
I didn't realize he was in Smoking Aces.
Yeah, he said
Yeah.
he plays a sleaze bag.
Yeah, he's the lawyer.
Or
The
how about
scar on
Dodgeball?
his lip. Was he in Dodgeball too? I have to read
Yeah,
that.
he was one of the
Yeah.
commentators.
It's Your Move.
It's your move.
I haven't seen that.
He played
Uh,
Matthew Burton with Eileen. Was it Karen Kay, Trish Cast? I don't know any of these folks. Yeah, there was that. Hogan Family.
That's it. Hogan Family. That's what I used to watch him on.
eh.
He was
The
on
Hogans.
Scrubs.
Yeah, he was once. I think he was. He had a bit part on Scrubs once.
In what?
Scrubs.
Oh,
He's in a lot
yeah,
of stuff.
probably.
Yeah, well, I
Not
remember
probably,
him
but yeah.
in Juno, and
Yeah.
I think that was like the last thing I saw before like Horrible Bosses,
Yeah.
which is one of the funniest movies ever.
Yeah. That's pretty good. But I love him in Dodgeball. If you watch Dodgeball again and for his part.
Have y'all watched The Righteous Gemstones?
First season or first
I think yeah.
few.
The second season's out. Y'all know I love Danny McBride, but I was talking about Jennifer Aniston and Horrible Bosses because of Judy Gemstone. Which I mean, if I say this, will you even know what I'm talking about? The Judy Gemstone character is so terrible. I hate her so much. I mean, and I know the girl is probably killing how they wrote it, but she's just mean. She's just a mean person.
Is she the gay guy's wife?
She's the sister. She's Danny's sister. She gets married, I think, to the guy. I don't think he's gay. I think
He's real flamboyant, right?
kind of like in this
Like
season.
he wears.
Yeah,
She was in Vice Principals, right? She was the one that was all over Danny McBride.
was
You
she?
didn't
I
like her?
don't. I didn't see
Oh.
Vice Principals.
Oh,
I need
you haven't
to.
seen it?
I need to.
You need to watch it.
Well,
Walter Goggins and him are great in it.
Walter.
Actually, I did see that movie. I did see that.
They're
They get
horrible.
like actual fist fight. No, I did see that. Yeah, they're bad people.
Yeah, both of them. Yeah. Oh, well, you'll have something to eat later,
Oh,
Laura.
yeah.
Look at it that way.
You can heat that up with your body heat and just eat it all day long.
Yeah.
It's horrible. But no, the Judy Gemstone character is just a mean girl, and I just. But I was saying, I know it's supposed to be funny, but very few women can be really funny. And Jennifer Aniston nailed it in Horrible Bosses. And it's hard to believe someone that beautiful could be that freaking funny, but she just pulled it off.
Well, like Sandra Bullock, she's funny.
She can be. Yeah.
Not hilarious, but funny.
But it's different. It's a different kind of funny. That whole character that Jennifer Aniston played in Horrible Bosses is that sexy, beautiful woman, but it very easy could go the wrong way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it could, it wasn't too sexy. It wasn't, it's just, she just nailed it. But yeah, Judy Gemstone, that poor girl.
Yeah. Her name's Edie Patterson, and she watched Vice Principal. Oh, that's foul.
You can just dump some sauce in there. Just save it for later. You'll be fine. You're okay. Hey, boys and girls, I actually have to go. I have to cut it short. I'm so very sorry.
That's all right.
Good to see your face, Rich.
That's all right.
It's good to be here. I'm gonna do my thing, and then I'll call my friend Rod about the other thing we had discussed.
Cool.
Take care, everyone. Thanks for having me. Love all you guys, and I'll see you next week.
All right.
All right, Rich. Take care, brother.
Bye.
And then there were two.
And then
So what have you been watching, Alan? Besides the zombies?
Gosh. Now, see, I'm not gonna remember now, and I've been watching stuff, so I don't know any crap that's on right now. I didn't get a chance to watch Clean. I wanted to, but with everything that happened, it got away from me. So
I'm going to push Clean and that movie I told you about. The other one
small auto.
Watch those two together, and I think you'll see what I was saying. I think that would be a good pairing. But we can skip it because there's so many better movies to watch.
Yeah.
You know what's coming out in the next 2 weeks, or should be. I have to look and check on a date. Is Wormwood 2?
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I didn't know they made a sequel.
Well, no, it's new. It's being released. So that's one of it on my list. That was a hot one that I want to watch. A lot of people aren't familiar with Wormwood, and I was surprised. How did I know? And so many people didn't.
Well, I think it's it's one of those little Australian movies that it's big in the zombie community, but
this was zombie writers that did not know what Wormwood was. Because we were talking about it. Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Jamie didn't know.
Wow.
I was really surprised.
Wow. Yeah, I'm surprised too. That's weird. Because even I heard about it, Oh, I'll tell you, Hadley. You haven't heard it either?
Landon hadn't heard of it either.
Wow. Check it out. It's not bad.
It's different. Wormwood. I'm going to look it up. What's the first one's name? I'm sorry, Alan. What were you saying?
Huh?
What were you saying?
Oh, it's like Mad Max meets zombies.
Yeah.
Basically, it's a little small Australian movie, and it's quite entertaining, actually.
Yeah, the original one is Wormwood Road of the Dead. It came out in 2014.
That's right.
And it's pretty gruesome, and it's very Mad Max like. If you like Mad Max, you're gonna love this. If you like Mad Max and zombies, this is for you.
If you like Australian movies, because their sense of humor, I like the Australian movies. They crack. In fact, I'm watching Firebite right now on AMC. It's an Australian vampire series.
I started it after you said it looked good. I've watched one episode.
Did you like it?
Yes.
It's pretty good. It gets better. It gets better.
Good, but it started off pretty good. Yeah. Well, I I kind of have like I want to go to Australia, but I don't want to be around all the critters that can kill me. So, but
My
but I like the people.
my oldest went to New Zealand. He had to stop over in Australia, but he went to New Zealand for he was there for a few months, and uh, my wife compiled a list of things that could kill him. And Tina was like, "This will kill you. This will kill. Stay out of the lakes. Stay out of the rivers.
I love her. She's
Just everything will kill you there."
well. What did he think about New Zealand?
He liked it there.
I had a friend from high school that moved there for a while, and she moved back, and she said that she just couldn't afford to live there.
Oh yeah, he couldn't either. He couldn't either. He got a job for a while there, and you have to be if if you're from another country, you have to have a job. And he couldn't afford to live there. It's just too freaking expensive.
Well, Wormwood Apocalypse is coming out this month. If it hasn't already come out, I don't know what the date is, but it should be out now. By the way,
Is it direct to video or is it
I think
Yeah,
it's
on
direct.
video?
I think it's direct to stream. Yeah,
Okay? I'll look for it.
I,
That's one we
I
should.
thought I had it on my list, which of course I don't have in front of me as to like where it got released at.
Right. Right. There's a lot of things coming out. I've been looking at IMDb and there's a ton of stuff.
Yeah, and I sent y'all that list today of the new Netflix movies. Okay.
Yeah, Space Force comes out in a couple of weeks. The season 2 of that. Look for that. If you like the first season, it was pretty funny.
It's coming out on the 10th, but I do not have a place where it's dropping.
Okay.
So, and Death on the Nile comes out next week too.
Those are fun. I like watching the Agatha Christie movies. Those are fun.
Well, I really like Kenneth Branagh, and I think he does a good Hercule Poirot.
Yeah, he does. He does. And they have such great cast in those.
Yeah. It's got Wonder Woman in it. I saw her on the thing.
Oh, okay. Okay. You saw Red Notice, right?
Red Notice. Have I seen Red Notice?
The Rock, Ryan Reynolds, and her.
No, I have not seen that.
Oh, you haven't seen that? It's on Netflix. It is fun. It's pretty funny. You should watch, and a lot of action packed. You should watch it. Have you seen Six Underground on Netflix?
Refresh my memory. What's it about?
Ryan Reynolds.
Is that the shoot 'em up?
Yeah, it's kind of yeah. They're like going after a dictator.
Yeah, I think I saw that, or maybe I saw the beginning of it and didn't watch the rest. But I like Ryan Reynolds. I forgot he was in Smoking Aces too.
Yeah, I did too. Started watching it. It's like, oh yeah, that's right.
Every scene had somebody in it, and I fell asleep. So I'm sorry, but there's been stuff going on this week.
Well, you've seen it before, right?
Yeah, it's. I think I've even seen Smoking Aces too, because I saw it was on last night. Like my little list of stuff that came on after, and I was like, oh well, I think I've seen that too.
It's pretty good. It's not as good as Smoking Aces, but it's worth watching. You could tell it was done cheaper,
Yeah, well, yeah, but Smoking Aces is one of those that it has a great actor or two in every scene.
Yeah,
and this was one of the comments I had about it was, Andy Garcia is so underrated.
Yes.
And we don't really see him much anymore. I mean, I know he was in like one of the Ocean's 11 movies, but for a while there, he was like the guy that you saw in everything.
No, you don't see him. In fact, he's dropped off to B movie hell,
which is sad because he is so good. You know?
He is. There's a movie called Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead, and I think it was made in the early 2000s or late 90s, and it's one of those crime thrillers. Can't speak, like Smoking Aces, where there's a lot of stuff going on. It's not as action packed. It's got Treat Williams in it. Andy Garcia is the main character in it. It's pretty good. It's got Christopher Lloyd too. It's worth the watch. So if you ever get a chance, you're looking for something. If you haven't seen it, watch things to do in Denver when you're dead. It's got a good soundtrack too.
Oh, I'll listen to it. Um, there's one movie I was going to tell y'all to watch. It was one that kind of flew under my radar, and I'm going to see if I can find it real quick. I watched it because it took place like in Baton Rouge.
Was that the one with the guy from The Boys, the New Zealand actor?
It had, I want to say it had Defoe in it, didn't it?
Oh, that's not the one I'm thinking of then. This one had I can't think of his name, but he's in The Boys. He plays the main good.
Yeah, Carl Urban.
Yeah, Carl Urban. And Andy Garcia's in it. And it's a weird movie because it's got like a 90s feel to it, but it was made in the 2000s. It's like a 90s cop movie, with that sensibility, but yet it was made later on. But it's worth a watch.
Is that the one? I think it's based on like I said, let me look and see if it's the same one I'm thinking of. Let's see. Oh, and you know what I found out just by chance the other day? Zack Snyder did the legacy of some, like with the owls. It was like a made for kids kind of movie, but it had owls in it. Some like Legend of the Guardians or something.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah,
I did not know that Zack Snyder did that. They said it was one of his better movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I'll have to check that out.
Oh.
So there's a lot of bloodshed. Have you watched the Peacemaker series?
No, I haven't.
It's crazy.
Is it? I've heard that people were like, I didn't want to like it, but it's hilarious.
Oh, it is. It's John Cena. He's national treasure. He is awesome. If you thought he was good in Suicide Squad, oh my gosh, he's great in this. He doesn't give a crap. He'll do whatever. So check that out, Hadley, if you get a chance. I've only seen a couple episodes of it. We just haven't got around to watching it, the rest of it, but it's funnier than hell.
Did you? And I'm sure you've seen this, but this is one of my favorites, and we'll probably never cover it. But the Boondock Saints.
Oh, love it.
That would be a good movie to watch one time.
Yeah, my whole family loves that movie. The second one,
yeah.
You know what's interesting is the story behind that. Have you ever heard anything about that?
No, tell me.
His first time filmmaker, he got this movie made, and he became this tremendous asshole, and nobody wanted to work with him again. And that's why it took so long for Boondock Saints 2 to come out. But it's interesting. There's a documentary, I can't remember the name of it, about it, but this guy just burned his bridges with everybody. His head got really big, and he went Hollywood, and Hollywood didn't want him.
It sucks to be him.
Yeah, right. It's really crazy. He just, blew it. He had his chance and he blew it.
Yeah, that's bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're making a John Wick 4.
Oh yeah. We're waiting. Actually, it should be. I heard it was going to come out the same time the new Matrix movie come out, and it didn't. So it should be out maybe this summer.
Well, I saw it was on my list, but when I started looking, there was a lot of inconsistencies. I think it's because of COVID.
Yeah.
And so some stuff that was slated to be released this year has been pushed back. And it looked like it was the last installment of the Indiana Jones franchise too.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that was another one that was pushed back. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, I love those Indiana Jones movies, but I'm not looking for a new chapter. I mean,
well, this one's got Harrison Ford in it.
Right.
So I'm sure it's going to be, again, one of those things that I have to watch because,
Yeah, you guys see how it ends or how it begins again. If they haven't hand the whip off to somebody else. They were talking about Shia LaBeouf on that last one that they were going to,
get rid of him.
But they didn't do it, which was good.
Well,
didn't make him
didn't he play
Indiana
his
Jones.
kid? Oh yeah. Who would you? Okay, so I have like my dream people that I would cast in certain movies. Do you do
Uh-huh.
that?
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay, Smokey and the Bandit remake with Bradley Cooper.
I could see him pulling that off. I mean,
I think
Burt
he's one of the
Reynolds you
few
can't
people who could.
replace.
No, but I think that it would be a good watchable movie, and I don't
Yeah.
think many people could play the Bandit, but I think he could.
Yeah, I
'Cause
think he could pull that off.
He does this whole kind of skeezy, kind of borderline, slick, sexy man. And but he cleans up really nice, but what was it? The Hangover, like that character,
Yeah.
that's where I could see him doing the Bandit.
Yeah. No, I think that's a good call on that one. Because I really couldn't see any, no one comes to mind. But when you said that, I was thinking, yeah, he could do it because he's got that, how Burt Reynolds had that kind of where he would laugh, and kind of give that smirk when he was behind the wheel of the, Trans Am. And I think he could do that. I think he'd pull that off. I would see it. I know there'd probably be a lot of pushback, I'm sure, because that's the one thing when you do these things, you get the purist, that just, Burt Reynolds was the only one, or Kurt Russell's the only one that could play Snake Plissken, or whatever. And yeah, that's true. But I don't know. Sometimes it's good to remake some things.
I think so. I would love to see like an updated version of the Cannonball Run.
Yeah.
That was a fun movie.
Yeah, it was. It was. The first one. I didn't care for the sequels.
Well, not the one with the elephant for sure.
Yeah.
But like the Smokey and the Bandit movies, those were fun.
Yeah.
You just don't see a lot of. Somebody was telling me the other day that a lot of the stuff they have out now, you just don't even like the characters. Like they're just because I was talking about Judy Gemstone. I'm serious. You just got to watch some of the Judy Gemstone stuff because she's just not nice. There's just nothing. It's not funny. Like I said, it falls.
It doesn't make you feel good.
Yeah, well, Danny McBride is a horrible person in the show,
right?
But it's funny.
Right.
What is the other kid's name? Is it Adam Levine?
He was in Pitch Adam. Adam. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
He's funny, and then you've got. I could watch Walton Goggins do Uncle Baby Billy all day long.
Walton Goggins he's a lot of fun to watch. He had a series on CBS a couple years ago. It was called The Unicorn, and it was a family comedy. And he was a widower. Did you watch it?
Yeah,
it was good. He did a good job on it. He was really laid back. I thought it was fun.
He's phenomenal. Somebody was saying something about a show that was repairing him and Timothy Olyphant up.
That'd be good.
Yeah. I saw like a couple of episodes of Justified, but it was never I never watched the whole seasons.
Really? Oh
yeah.
My goodness.
I heard I need to watch Doctor Who too. It's just I hadn't got around to it yet.
Well, with Doctor Who, there's just too much.
I heard start at season 9 and go forward from there.
All you got to do is watch David Tennant, the seasons with David Tennant in it, which are like 3 seasons, I think. And that's it. That's all you need to know. David Tennant was the best doctor, I think. I might get shot for saying that. But he's my favorite doctor. Tina's favorite doctor too, David Tennant. But Justified, oh my gosh, you need to watch that, Hadley. The characters are awesome. The bad guys are awesome.
Well, I saw the first one, and I saw some of the other ones. And I'm sorry, I'm missing all these little chat things. I was on another screen. Yeah, it's something I need to watch because I love Timothy Olyphant. I just think he's great.
Oh yeah, he's great. He's on the Book of Boba Fett right now. He's in this latest episode.
Is he? Huh? I just got my Disney back on, so okay. I need to. I do that. I shuffle through different services.
Yeah, we share with various people
Yeah,
because it's ridiculous.
it is. Well,
Yeah.
I went through and I had gotten Hulu Live so I could watch that um zombie movie or zombie series that was on there that we were going to review, and I don't think we ever even talked about it.
No.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah. What's up with that? Why didn't we ever talk about that?
I don't know.
Oh, Christmas, something happened. But I had gotten that, and so I recently saw how much Hulu charged me for live, and I was like, holy crap, I don't watch anything live. So I turned that off and turned a bunch of stuff off, and I was like, oh well, I had Disney. Why hadn't I been watching it? So I watched the 10 Rings show on Disney. It was a movie.
Oh yeah.
That was really good.
I was surprised. I had no clue who that character was, had no interest in watching it. We were bored. We watched it and loved it.
It was really good.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I highly recommend that. I don't want to mess up the name, but the 10 Rings.
Yeah, it was. What was it? It was good.
Yeah, no, it was. I even watched Captain Marvel, and I hadn't watched that. I just didn't really have an interest in it, and it was good. There's some people that were pushing on it, you know, being this, I don't know, social justice warrior movie. And you know what?
I'm gonna say it. It's woke. It's the woke stuff. That's really popular right now, and that they made a movie for somebody that could be all woke.
Well, yeah, but it really wasn't that much. You know what I mean? I guess I was expecting more, you know, wokeness in it, and it, you know, it was about a female superhero, so it's gonna be, you know, female superhero stuff. So, you know, it didn't bother me.
It wasn't one of my favorites. I didn't dislike it, but like, it was no Thor.
Yeah, no. It wasn't one of my favorites, and I'm glad I didn't pay to see it.
Yeah,
You know, but I didn't think it was horrible. You know,
I want to watch the new Spider-Man.
Huh?
I want to watch the new Spider-Man.
Oh, Whitney went and saw that, and she loved it. She said it was really good, and she's not a big superhero fan, but she said it was really good. So I can't wait. I gotta watch it.
Yeah, we're gonna have to just do like, and it might be something that we have to like set up and do. Like 6 weeks out. Say, okay, in 6 weeks we're gonna do 4 of the Marvel shows.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Well, I know, like, we want to watch Doctor Strange, like the new Doctor Strange, which I love, and that kind of tied in with that movie with the 10 Rings.
Oh yeah, it
and
did.
But one of the things I read was talking about the multiverse, that there's like 6 movies coming out that all touch on the multiverse.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I was like, because remember how we were talking about trying to find little ways to connect the movies.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was like, I'm not up to the comic standard of being able to know what those movies are.
Oh, I'm not anymore. I mean, I know the characters and stuff from my younger days, but I don't keep up on comic books anymore. Yeah, but I do like the movies. I do have fun. They're fun. They're an escape, you know.
Well, I like them. I think that when we lost Stan Lee, we lost a very, very, very talented person.
You did, you know.
He was just so multi-layered, you know. But
that was the end of an era with his loss.
Well, and the comic book franchise that we see with the movies now, it's unparalleled. And I mean, it's sad to me that we don't have the screenwriters that we used to have.
Yeah.
And you just don't see the variety or new ideas.
The original.
Yeah.
Original content.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with you. You know, I mean, it's fun to have a reboot, remake or whatever, but those get old. You know, there's so many of those out there. There's sequels, you know.
It's like I said, even the reboots that they pick, it's fit in with what they're making now.
Right. You know, nobody's making Electric Boogaloo 2. I mean, Electric Boogaloo 3. You know, they let it die, Electric Boogaloo 2. So
No Xanadu's.
no Xanadu.
No Flash
Xanadu 2.
Gordon.
Yeah.
I loved Xanadu.
It had a couple of good songs on it. I
It
remember
sure
that.
did. The roller, I mean, that came out when I was like roller skating at the roller rink when I was like, you know, the second and third grade. I loved it.
Second and third grade. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think I was shaving and driving, and I
Oh
think I
my
could buy
God.
beer then.
Let me tell you, you want me to make you feel really old?
No, but go ahead.
Okay, because I got to now. You know who Kurt Loder is?
Yeah.
He's 76 years old.
Jeez, he's my dad's age. Holy smokes.
Yeah, I know. I was like, Kurt Loder, man. I remember when he was the coolest dude.
Yeah, that was when MTV used to play music videos.
Yep.
Yeah. Gosh. I had a buddy that used to sit on the couch and make margaritas in a blender on our table, and we'd watch videos all day. Well, when I got off work, because he wasn't working. And now he owns his own wedding shop, so I guess there's something to be said about that.
76, Tony. 76. Somebody was talking about Nina Blackwood,
Yeah.
and they were saying, yeah, her voice has gotten, you know, really gravelly. I said, well, she sounded like Marge Simpson's sisters back in the 80s. You know?
Yeah, it's still not bad though, because you can hear her on Sirius. You know, when I used to have Sirius, she did a couple hours on the 80s channel, and then she does it for a radio station here in town. You know, it's pre-recorded and syndicated, you know. And
speaking of, so are we.
yeah.
You need to talk about that, Alan. Talk about us being all syndicated.
We are syndicated, folks, and we are on Fringe FM on Fridays.
Yep.
What time are we on Fridays? 7 p.m.
6
Pacific?
p.m. Pacific to
6
7 p.m.
Pacific.
And
So,
if you listen, it's a highlight of what all we did the week before.
yes. So tune in. You can catch this. You can catch many other fine programming from the Watching Wyrd, the Wyrd Realities family, all of us. So tune in to Fringe FM. You can get the app. Go to the app store on your phone, on your computer, and you can get the Fringe FM app.
You
And
can
it costs you
even
nothing.
you
It's
can
free.
even Google Wyrd Realities. That's weird with a Y. Google us, and we pop up with Fringe. It was like the third down when I looked earlier.
And it's totally free, folks. There's not a lot of free stuff.
If you like weird stuff, it's there.
Yes. And it's free.
Free. Did he say free?
I said free.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because you're doing a new show. You want to talk about that?
Is that lowballing?
Yeah,
with Joe
lowballing.
Hansen?
Mhm.
Yeah, we've got a show. Joe Hansen, he's the writer of Cousin Sunny, the Zombie Rush series, which is the Splinter series, the Four Horsemen series. He is really good. See, I sound really good right now. Blah, blah, blah. He's really good at interviewing people, and we're getting some very interesting people on there. We get writers, artists, podcasters on our show.
Had Brian Parker, who wrote Nash. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, Nash. You're right.
Not MASH, guys. Nash. And he also wrote Operation High Jump, which y'all know that I read and I'm a huge fan of. And he's one of the 5 Roads to Texas writers. He has Muddy Boots Publishing Company and a ton of other stuff. He even wrote a kid's book. I mean, he's everywhere.
He's really prolific. He writes in sci-fi, horror, military action genre right now. We've had Rich Big Daddy Ristucci on there. And you guys all know Rich, and it was a fun. In fact, we had a show with both those guys, and it was real fun. We're having Heath Stallcup and Dusty Crossley.
Okay. So tell me who this Heath Stallcup is, because
he writes the Monster Hunter series. He's got a lot of books out there. I don't have my notes in front of me right now.
He keeps getting suggested. Like, apparently, I like the kind of stuff he writes because he keeps being suggested to me.
Yeah, he writes a lot of he writes some zombie stuff, horror stuff, military action. He's law enforcement. I don't know if he's active law enforcement or if he's retired. So and he writes the monster. Is it the Monster Hunter? Gosh, I can't remember. I read it, but he's got a lot of stuff like that out there. He's really prolific. He's well known in the industry, the indie horror industry. Dusty Crossley does a lot of sci-fi covers, a lot of horror covers. He's well known too. Does some beautiful stuff, and he's going to be on there. And then we're getting Nick Cole, who writes the Galaxy's Edge series, the Forgotten Ruins series. He's got a ton of books out there. He's really big in the indie scene. Hey, Jennifer.
Hey, Jen.
And he's got a podcast. Him and his wife, Single White Medusa, they have a podcast called Control Alt Revolt, and he's a really interesting guy. He was an actor. He was an officer in the military. He's just really interesting. So I'm sure he's got some fans here, and we try to find whoever we can that's interesting. We're getting Tracy Tufo on sometime too. Mark Tufo's wife. She's the editor and publisher of their Devil Dog Press.
Awesome.
Yeah, so we're just getting interesting people, and if they'll talk to us, and Joe has a way to draw people out.
Joe Hansen, for those people who don't know, he is one of the best conversationalists you'll ever meet.
Yes,
he has such a great demeanor. He really puts people at ease, and he's just a lot of fun to talk with.
he just needs to get a new microphone so we can hear that Viking timbre in his voice.
Well, we'll get him one. That one that I sent Jennifer, Jennifer, are you in the room?
Hello, room.
Her new microphone that I sent her, it was it sounds really good.
Oh, good.
So
Good.
yeah, we recorded a show with one of our weird murders, mysteries, and mayhem for those true crime lovers out there. We recorded on Monday, and it was pretty interesting. It was me, Finley, Morgana, and Jen. So it was all girls, and we went for probably 2 hours talking about that murder.
Now, is that all that stuff's gonna be on Fringe FM too, right?
Yeah. Well, we kind of do a highlight reel on Fringe where we do probably 15 to 20 minutes of our shows, like the big ones for the last week, and then we put it out. I put it on Fringe first, and then the next week I usually upload it. So
Cool.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah. So this is the kind of content you'll get. You'll get all the shows or bits of all the shows. Some you'll get all the shows. You'll get the new
movie reviews.
Blood Air. You'll get that series. And,
Expedition Blood.
Expedition Blood. See, I need notes. I'm at that stage where I don't.
Yeah.
I'm at the president stage right there. I don't remember crap.
I told you I didn't have any notes tonight, so I wasn't going to be able to do anything.
I think we're able to pull something out though. So
but Tony, I want you to know, for you and Landa and Laura, that's why we're here. Because we did not want to let y'all down because we didn't have time to cancel. Scott had something come up last minute. Alan didn't know he was going to make it or not, and Rich and I were like, well, we could go on and just kind of talk. So we were going to do it because I didn't want to let anybody down. So. And
we hope we made your background noise good tonight.
For those tacos and the rice.
Hey, Hadley, I'm going to have to split. My daughter's here, and so we're gonna have a goodbye thing for her.
Well, when is Whitney moving?
They're tomorrow. They're leaving tomorrow.
Well, I can't believe you're here. What the heck, man? Go hug that daughter for us.
I will. I will.
And tell her I said to be safe and take lots of pictures because I always wanted to go to Montana. So.
Okay, I will. They're excited. New chapter in their life. So
Yellowstone.
Yeah, right.
I know. Jennifer and I've been going. Whitney's going to Yellowstone.
I think those guys live in L.A. and other places. But
The
yes.
real one. Yeah. All right, guys.
Gabby.
Well, I'm gonna let y'all go too, and that's it for me and Mr. Alan Gamboa.
Good night, y'all. Have a good Thursday.
All right.
See you next
Night.
week.
Night,
Bye,
guys.
Abby.